So I talked about earlier this being a bit of a paradox in the sense that I have something I'm going to demo right here where I can string two vulnerabilities together, right? So first we have log4j, which gets me a non-privileged access that I can only modify on MongoDB and create a user, but then I can't do anything else, and I'm not admin level. But then we had this second vulnerability. Then we had PwnKit, right, or PwnKit vulnerability, right? That's built into almost every OS. And so what I want to demonstrate is what a white hat hacker could do, and maybe what a bad person could do, is I can now gain actual privilege escalation as well. But why I brought it up is I could gain privilege escalation and patch their controller. And so why I say it's paradoxical is I could actually fix the 5,000 controllers that are out there, but it would be illegal, right? And so let's go through that demo. So I'm going to go ahead and act like we haven't already done the other parts, right? Because we don't need to actually interact with the MongoDB in this model. So we're going to go ahead and fire our exploit. We should see our Pwn'd callback from Pwn'd, which gives us access as Unifi, a non-privileged user in Linux, right? So let's go ahead and stabilize our shell as the first step. We've done this many times. We're going to do Python 3 -c import, and then we're going to bring in the shell. So we're going to go ahead and stabilize shell. And you'll notice if I type in who am I, I'm Unifi. And if I try to do like apt get update, it's going to tell me you don't have permissions. But there was PwnKit, and there's actually a working exploit I'm going to use. I'll tag it in the line below as well. But it's really just a simple two command, right? Where I'm going to drag down a shell script to run. And I'm going to set some permissions on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and fire it. And I've already done it, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. So rm-r/tmp/pwnKit, I think it is. And then we're going to go ahead and download that again. So let's do our curl command here for downloading the file. So it's curl-ssl. We're going to name it into the file PwnKit. So I'll go ahead and store that. So we'll store it in temp. So we're going to say instead, because we don't have rights to store here, we're going to store /tmp/pwnKit. And then we're going to cd /temp, right? ls. We should have that PwnKit file there. You can see it. And so we're going to go chmod +x, and then we're going to say ./pwnKit. And then we're just going to say ./pwnKit. And if you'll notice, my shell changed from a $sign to the every IMA root. And if you notice, my name changed from Unifi to root. And if I type in who am I am root. And so what I want to test, and I haven't done this yet now, is I'm going to do apt update. And then I'm going to do apt upgrade, and I'm going to upgrade the Unifi controller live on this box as a threat actor, right? I just came in. I actually have no permissions, and yet here I find myself now with root permissions with an interactive shell. So now I'm going to say apt upgrade, and we're going to go ahead and say yes. And then when it asks us about our Unifi controller, we're going to tell it, yes, we've backed it up, and we're good. And what I was getting at is, like, I could do this. I could script this out. I could do 5,000 of these updates in just a couple days, I'd wager. And the challenge is it's completely illegal, right? Like I'm not allowed to do that. But if I can do this, then threat actors can definitely string known vulnerabilities together that are out in the wild, that have POCs and proof of concepts to do the same exact thing, right? So my advocation is like update, patch, update, patch, update, patch, update, patch, update, so that threat actors or white hats don't have to do it for you. But as you notice, I'm unpacking 6555, the non-vulnerable version, over 6454. And I could theoretically come in and not even modify the MongoDB and just update this. So this was my demonstration of the log4j combined with the PwnKit or PwnKit vulnerabilities that came out very in rapid succession, and how you could use that to gain something with non-privileged access and get a foothold and then escalate that privilege to do things. In this case, I'm using that escalated privilege to patch the system and actually fix it. And so I want to wait for this to finish. I would imagine here in just a second, we'll be able to go to the browser and see that it's now updated in its controller version. So let's drag that tab over here. And I think it's probably already done with that. So let's go ahead and refresh. Yeah, we're waiting on a database migration. So it's going through the process of the update in the background. Ironically, we also just updated libPwnKit right here, right? Like, so yeah, we're actually going to have that PwnKit vulnerability go away. It's not going to immediately stop my shell, right? Because my shell is already established. It's already a set process with a process ID that's running, and so it doesn't actually stop that. But you'll notice 655. So theoretically, proof of concept, I could hack into all these controllers I found, and then update them. So, anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for paying attention and watching my stuff. Like and subscribe for me, please.